Hey there, Torey Eisenman with Benchmark Real Estate Group, and I want to talk a little bit about what's out there in the news. So I'm seeing a lot of posts on social media, and I'm hearing a lot of conversation on the news about buyers and sellers and real estate and realtors and how do they get paid and does it make sense? Let's think about this for a minute. So the reality is, yes, realtors need to get paid, and yes, some people think they get paid a lot of money. But if you really understand what it takes to get a transaction closed, there's over 300 things that have to take place with the listing agent. If you really look at the everyday nuances of what's happening. But now there's a bigger concern. And the concern is the conversations about, well, buyers now need to pay for agents and sellers have been taken advantage of. What's reality? The reality is that at the end of the day, these numbers have been coming out of the purchase price and the houses have been appraising. So does it really matter when that expense comes out of the right side or the left side of a closing statement? Here's what's going to happen. So let's think about this. 80+% of homes are sold by real estate agents. Now we're going to say, guess what? You have to get paid from a buyer in lieu of a seller. And again, remember, the numbers are the numbers and they're coming out of the purchase price. So which side of a closing statement it comes off of, does it really matter? It really doesn't. So if we start thinking about this in detail, do you love your veterans? Do you think about the fact that we are able to walk on our streets today? We're able to go out and have the lifestyle in the United States that we have because we have people that are sacrificing their lives to give us the freedoms that we have. A veteran's not allowed to pay a real estate commission. So think about that. What are we doing to our military? That is not right, A. B, at the end of the day, these numbers are coming from the same place. The buyer has to pay the money. Yes, it might be coming off a seller side of the closing statement, but the money's still coming from the buyer. It's appraising. So I just want to encourage people to think about, what does this really mean? Are we making a bigger deal out of something that at the end of the day, really a purchase price is a purchase price and appraisal is an appraisal? Buyers right now are struggling with closing costs, and in many instances, they're asking sellers to contribute. So if we take some of these numbers away, are the houses really going to be able to sell? Watch the market with what's happening right now with interest rates being a little bit higher. Homes are sitting on the market a little bit longer. People are hedging. So we're going to see the home sitting a little bit longer because many buyers are waiting. They're waiting to see if the prices are going to continue to go down. And they're waiting to see if interest rates are going to go down. And as we continue to talk about some things that really, in my opinion, aren't relevant, and people can get mad at me for saying that, but if a property is appraising and the purchase price is coming from the money from the buyer, who's really paying? So just think about that today and going forward. Where does the money really come from? The net number is the net number at the end of the day. It's not going to change. And the mortgage companies are not going to finance in these fees. Veterans can't pay them. And let's think about, do you want your home sold? Now hedge funds, there's a bill going in front of Congress. We're waiting to see if they're going to break up the hedge funds and make them sell off their assets. If that happens, now we have more homes hitting the market. So guys, think about the decisions you're making. Think about what you're talking about. Understand the implications. The market goes up, the market goes down. It's no different than any other thing. So just consider the conversations and really start digging into and question yourself about your opinion and see if it's really what you want to have. Because again, numbers are numbers. It's plus and minus. And if a buyer has to pay to incorporate that extra number to make sure that an agent's paid, do you want to sell your home? Do you want to buy a home? Do we want to make this fair and equitable for everybody? Let's just use some common sense. And that's my tip for today. Torey Eisenman, Benchmark Real Estate Group.